Hi everybody, welcome back to Rusty Gears Season 4, Episode 75 with me, Sid. And I've been a little bit busy between episodes. I've not been doing much over at Gran's because it's bloody freezing up there. It's the 11th of November and she picked the area to build Winterfell for a very good reason, and obviously the name Winterfell is there also for a very good reason. So we're just in the forge back home at the moment, and I've built myself down there, I'll show you in a moment. I've built myself a new work site, tent bag, and it's going to have all my tools in it, but I noticed that my saw and my planer are a little bit the worse for wear. So rather than have those on the tool bench, and you'll see what I mean in a moment, we are going to have new ones and some spare saw blades as well. So first thing first, I need a new planer. That's the one, isn't it? Yes. So let's get one of those going. I don't think I'll need two of these. These tend to last a good while, so I think this is actually my first planer that I've kind of gone through. However, saw blades I go through a fair amount of, so we'll do 4 of those, and then I might do one more planer just so I've got a spare one. It wouldn't hurt, because I'd forgotten that you can get 2 saw blades out of a single ingot. So let's have another planer while we're at it. Lovely. Now, having built the worksite, my intention is not to go straight up to Gran's and use it, because, you know, like I say, it's bloody cold up there, and I am probably going to have to get my winter woolies on to continue doing any work up there. But we have done some work trying to work out the roof. We both had to admit defeat trying to get a hexagonal roof. Now, a lot of the imagery of Winterfell shows the main tower roofs, the ones that go around the main keep walls, is hexagonal. But oh my god, they are difficult to do. And so amazingly, or not amazingly, depending, I mean, that sounds a little bit conceited, doesn't it? But so what? Both my gran and I have admitted defeat. We have gone and said, nope, that's not the right way around, so you do it that way around. And yeah, we admitted defeat on the thing. So, worksite, we've got a lean-to, we've got a little fireplace, that's my usual middle block. We've got storage around the outside with all sorts of stuff. We've got my big chest there. I've also got tools here which are going to hold all of these, as well as all of the work tools that go in here. Let's not do that one yet. But we'll take you. One of these, that's done, that's to the, yeah, none of these are actually current. That's to another mine. Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff in here. And I just think we'd be better. Let me take those out of there. Let me get you out as well. We'll pop these in. I really do need to do a run on making myself a whole load of additional things. Why have I got a wooden chest? That goes in there. Let me put you down there. That way, you know, again, it's not taking up space in a chest, it's actually being a useful thing. So some of this stuff, actually all of that can go in there for now. Those can go in there, as well as that. These are all tools. That's tools, so anything that's tool based goes in the tool chest. You know, that's where you would put tools, in the tool chest. Well, that's, at least in my opinion you would anyway, and then they can just go in there loosely. along with the other tent bag. That's the yep. And then we'll take those 2 bits as well, and they can just go in there for now. And then we'll take you. Oh, it is evening, yeah. Good job, someone's on the ball, I'm not. And actually we'll pop that and that just up there. But also we will take the stuff that we would normally have daily carried in there, I think. But I use the word daily carried loosely, of course. So that gives us our tent bag, and we just need to make a new tent bag, and we are laughing. But then we've got all of our tools ready there. We just plonk it down and we can build, which is perfect. So let's go and throw together a quick tent bag, and then that one can actually go in as well. There's an issue here is that that's my TARDIS. Now, of course, we could have gone with the old tent bag. And that might be my way of, because that is I think that will work. Because none of this is more than 3 high, so... Oh, it doesn't like... oh, it's got stuff in it. Okay. What on earth have you got in you? Oh, come on. Why are you being like that? Alright, let's go and try and find a spot I can unpack this. I've got no idea what's in this. I can just... There's probably a spot down here which is... Oh, this is the old tent bag. Okay. Old. Alright. Well, it'll do. We'll leave that there for now. It's out of the way. The old tent bag. So that's that, and we are kind of sorted. To do that. So a TARDIS, tent bag. I can live with that. That works as a semi-solution anyway. Right, so what's the plans for today? Well, the plan for today is to go and have a look at andesite. And I want a goodly amount of that for starters. Some of that, quite a bit of that, maybe a bit of that. I would also like a few of those. I could do with some doors. If I have them made, all the better. Sleek doors, I prefer just ordinary oak doors, to be honest. Okay, that's fine. We have got that. Maybe. And I need 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Probably want that as well anyway. Let's go and start just getting some basics in. It's not like I'm not at home, so I can't come back. I can come back for stuff. And down in my hidden hydroponics bay, which is not that well hidden, just about everybody knows it's here now. I do need to harvest my stuff. I actually do need to plant some stuff, but the thing is, these 2 bays here are terra preta and the rest are not, and I want to upgrade them. I mean, I know I know we had found the Terra Preta farmer's blueprint to make Terra Preta cheaper, so we'll do that, but not today, because today we need to work with these guys, the Chooks. We've got a lot of tier 10 and a few tier 9s down there, but we'll live with that. Tier 10 and 9 Chooks. And I need to get them actually working for us. I went down. Did I actually stand on that chicken? So what we're going to do is we're going to have this come in here, and then this bit here is going to be a step up, which I'm going to need a chisel for, or stairs. Damn it, and I didn't bring one. This is going to be a step up to, and we'll use the polished to there, and then the same on this side, and then it's going to come along here. Dig, soup. Now we are going to need to go up at least one block, because we're going to be into here, and we need to work in here as well. And we're going to need to go back a bit, because we're going to have, let's have a look. You're going to go again, it's going to come all the way down here like this. There's going to be steps and a door. You'll come up, steps and a door. I think I actually want to be a back one. Do I? Maybe not. Let's not do that. Doesn't matter. We can work around this, because that's going to come here. We're going to have a door, and you're going to have a door in there. And that will be a door, but this won't be stone at this point. This is where we will transition to dirt, because it doesn't look right having chooks. So that's kind of the distance. Going to go back a little bit further this way, because I'd like to have it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. Yep, and then we'll have that and go around. And well, let me just continue excavating, and hopefully this will make a lot more sense once I've got some basics down. I'll see you in a moment. All right, we've well, let's have a look. We've got this. These need a home. We're probably going to stick a chest up in the roof or in the floor somewhere. We've got feeding troughs. We've got nesting boxes, 8 nesting boxes and slightly more feeding troughs. Airlock access here, oops, and here. This will be filled up. This is just going to get us in to see the chooks in a moment. What we do need to do in here is we need to put some light, otherwise the chooks will die. Key to underground farming, light. Yeah, we learned that the hard way. So I'm also going to get a proper tent bag. That thing, I hate it. So yeah, we're going to bite the bullet and have a proper tent bag. It's actually just there at the moment. I put it down because I needed that. Actually, I don't need you anymore, so we can go and put you back where you belong, like so. Lovely. And I think we're more or less done. There's a little bit of stonework, so I can drop most of the blocks off. A little bit of filling in, but I've got a fair amount of dirt. I can grab a little bit more packed dirt just to fill all that lot in. I could even use stone, to be honest. It doesn't really matter. And yeah, we are looking good. Let me in fact grab a couple more of those. We'll drop off most of, we'll keep you and you, we'll keep you, get rid of you, get rid of you. That looks like a plan. And then we need some lanterns. Got lots of those, they will do. What are they, busy bronze? Yeah, busy bronze. So, we'll squish back down. And then we can start transferring the chooks. Now what I don't want to do is put the roosters in. This is not a breeding facility. This is a egg laying facility. It's a battery farm if I'm being brutally honest. Now do I think if I take you off, do I think that is bright enough? Maybe we'll stick one there and there. Not like I'm sure. Better to not need them than be a tightwad and find out the hard way. So we're going to grab these and we're going to head down here. Your generation 10. Your generation 10. Your generation. I mean, I'm not worried. I'm going to put the 9s in as well because it doesn't really matter. But what we can do is we'll come around this side. And then we close the airlock door. Now I've got Chooks in here, I do need to close the airlock door behind me. Because otherwise we're just going to have all sorts of fun. 9, 9, 10. You're definitely 9. Right, we'll come back for the rest of those in a moment. Let's just continue working with the Jenny 10s. Just because they are that much more chill. I don't think there are any roosters down here, are they? There aren't. So all of those need to go in. Again, bottle in there. These guys are chill. Having a nice little snooze. And just rinse and repeat. Now the idea here is of course that I can come in on this floor and I will get a nice floor in and I can fill the troughs and I can access all of these without actually having to go in with the chickens. Because I'm underground they can't get struck by lightning, and because there's no natural dirt blocks we can't get any foxes spawning in here. And that's the two keys. The problem I had last season with chickens dying in that chicken coop drove me to distraction, because it didn't matter what I did, the foxes always seemed to manage to get to the little buggers. So this is my plan. It may not be a good plan, but it's the one I've got. And once we're in, we should never actually need to use those airlock doors to be, you know. Oh, sorry, chicken. I wondered what I'd done. I'm ever so sorry. Okay. It was giving me bombastic side eye then. It was definitely giving me a bit of attitude. There's definitely some chewed on that. Chickens in. Rinse and repeat. I'll see you once I've got this done. They're all in. I've just filled in that side. The chooks are there, look. Look at the little sleepy chickens. They're all sleepy. Yes, they're all sleepy. That one's even sleeping in an empty hen box. I don't know whether it's actually in the empty in the hen box. It looks like it's in the hen box. What are the chickens? Whether they actually, when they go and have a sleep in a hen box and they wake up with a sudden, pressure sensation, shall we say? But of course, the reason we are after them is eggies. That is why we want.
I don't have an answer for that.
No, never do. Oh dear. I've no to worry if they're taking over the world. Yeah. So I've just got to backfill this space. And put some storage in, harvest the grain so I can feed them all, and also my traders. Which is another reason why I need to work on the hydroponics section. Because I need to have lots and lots of foods, delicious foods for my visiting traders. And I said that with a completely straight face. Honest, I did. Right, and then we can just boop boop. Right, so we are good here, all good to there. This is all good. What I would like is I think I've got some nails down in my work site pack. Let me get a couple of chests, make a trunk, and we'll embed that in the floor, and that will doesn't have to be hidden. That will do fine. And oh, where am I going? Going up there. I don't want to go up there. I want to go in here. And then we'll get this floor finished. Shouldn't take long. Get ourselves all the way down here. And that'll be one chicken coop. For the delicious eggies, which we can use to make delicious foods. And of course, you know what delicious foods mean. It means more cooking with Sid. That we'll be able to do, the hooferator thing that I wanted to do last time. You see technical terms already? I'm sorry, I can't help it. Was it the consolidated broth using the egg whites? I think it was egg whites, might have been egg yolks. It was eggs. Beyond that, I don't know. So we'll pop you there. You can have all the Chooks stuff. Not the eggs. You can have those. You can have those. You can have these two roosters to look after. And there you go. Chicken coop. Let me try and get a screenshot of that, because that may be the screenshot for this. May not. You never know. Right, next thing's next. Empty my inventory, tidy up a little bit, and then I'm going to harvest this lot. Then we're going to see about some Terra Preta. I think everything in my inventory can come down. Yep, and we'll get these eggies cracked as well and separated before we do anything else. Be back in a second. Alright, we need to do these eggs, and if I remember rightly, you can do Control Shift for a full crack. So if I do, and that is so that's what, 0.1 litres of egg white, okay. So that's half a litre of egg white. I'm fairly certain they are not there. Yeah, they are definitely not actually there. We'll leave them and hopefully they'll despawn, and then we're going to and that is half a litre of egg yolk. And we've got the same weird effect. What we'll do, just to be on the safe side, is we'll just go and throw them away. And if they are real in any way, shape or form, they'll despawn. I mean, I don't see them anywhere, so I don't think they have any basis in reality. They're just a glitch. However, that gives us, that's fresh for 80 days, they're fresh for 160 days, but if I go into my, well, let's put them in here. Don't know whether we can we tell? No, so I think maybe we stick them in there then. 1.7 years and 308 days. So we've got lots of time to use those. I don't know what we can do with half a litre of egg yolk and half a litre of egg white, but egg white portion is a kneading ingredient for breaded stuff. Breaded sunflower balls, breaded fish, breaded meat. Stuffed breaded, because we really need those. They're in the game, they just don't appear everywhere. And then you've got the clarified broths, haven't you? So then clarified broth is a kneading ingredient to make soft dough, which in turn bakes into things and can be made into dumplings and stuff. Lots of fun foods there. Anyway, we're not doing that now. That's not a thing. These are fertilizer, so we'll keep them. They do have a usage timer, but that's fine. Now I have had a look, and TerraPrater, the recipe for it uses compost, powdered charcoal, bone meal. So bone meal, we basically grind bone or horns. Yeah, who knew? And we can do those. I've got some bone meal as well. Take a bit of that as well. We'll have a double bubble on the bone meal, I think. And charcoal, I've got a feeling that's brown coal. I don't have a lot, so So I need to definitely make my charcoal oven at some point in this wall. And pulverise into crushed coal. Oh, it grinds, okay, that's fine. So we can stick that in there, turn you on, and off you go. Then we just need to head down to the town hall, access the planning department, get the plans, make the stuff, and yeah, all is good. I also need some high fertility soil, not a problem. I've got some therapeutic as well, so we should be able to make some progress on this hydroponics as well while we're at it. Back in a mo. And like that, we've got all of the ground stuff, we've got the high fertility soil. I just need to go and get my compost, which is down in the farm area. I probably should do a rough count of how much I need as well. So I think I need, these are 11, aren't they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that's 88. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 100, 100 or something, about 200 I think in total. I don't know whether I'm going to have anywhere close to enough to get up there, anywhere near that. I've got more bone meal. I've also got all of these earthworm castings, which are great. Got more of that. We've got potash. We've got a whole load of stuff. This, by the way, it was intended to be an earthworm casting thing to get more fertility on the soil, because these can be enhanced quite a ways. So in fact, before we do that, let us go harvest all of this lot. We'll divvy this up between traders, and traders can whistle. We'll put this in for the Chooks for now. Not like I need a lot of gears. Gib. And then we'll head down to the town hall and we'll make up as much terra preta as we can with what we've got here. I also still want to change these lanterns out for normal lanterns. They're just not reliable. I don't know why they lose, and you'll find bits where the crops are only partially grown. It's quite annoying in some respects. Right, there's a whole bunch of that. Let's go in. We've got a medium temporal storm approaching. That's no worries. There we go. And we'll go and sort the Chooks out. Right, here my lovelies, let's have a look how you're having a good old little potter around. Okay. Get the food in. Now I'm never certain whether Chooks will just lay randomly or whether they need a feed. And I'm certainly not seeing any evidence of random egg laying. So But they're all having a good eat. So that's what matters. And we can just leave that there. And then with a bit of luck, ready to lay, yeah. We should see these over time. Into it. I'll just keep going in and feeding them periodically, and they'll be happy little chickens. Right, back to Town Hall. See you in a moment. Alright, this is pretty much, I can make 30 ingredients, lots of that. Not even that. So I've got that much. I need more powdered charcoal, don't I? I've still got enough to make that worthwhile, so I'm going to need to cook up charcoal. That's a pain. That's not even close. That's not even enough to do 1/2, is it? So yeah, more charcoal. We're going to need to get the charcoal bins done. However, let's go and do what I can with what I've got. I haven't got a huge amount of space for spare grain anyway, so because I don't have a huge amount of flax seeds, I've been a little bit, I suppose, foolhardy in some respects with the flax seed. This is not where I need to be, because I've just kind of ignored the seeds and left them behind, and yeah, they probably would have been better kept. So we can top out this. Thought we had reclaimed farmland, Lord. Maybe it's broken. Doesn't matter. We'll live. I also need a hoe anyway, so ho. So I'll get 3 or 4 stands worth of this lot in. But I'm going to need to sort out my charcoal pit, and probably something to tackle next episode. Get this done, check how long I've been recording. I'll be back with you in a minute. Alright, got down to here done. I've planted flax, and then this is rye, which has got a reasonable -12 resistance. Flax is, I can't remember off the top of my head, but we will get more done. I'm just going to hang around on the server long enough to sleep through the storm, so the next person on it doesn't immediately walk into it. It's one of the server etiquette, you know. Don't leave your storms for other people to clean up. See, 3 eggs in that one, 3 eggs, 3 more eggs. So that's 12 eggs, which I'm not going to do yet. I'll leave them in there for now. In practically no time at all. So, until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon, and bye for now.